Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Indian Captains. My name is Shoaib, and yes, you must be wondering where was I? Yes, it's been a while that we made some videos, but here we got you some content that you've been asking for in the last few videos and in the comments in the DMs. So you must have read the name of the video already, but just to give you a perspective as to what are we going to be discussing in the series of the next 2-3 videos. So you must be knowing of all that we've been discussing till date with regards to CPL, Indian abroad, rules, regulations, exams, so on and so forth. But to start all of that, there's a type of program or the type of route one pilot takes in order to complete his or her CPL. Right. So early days, that is, I'm talking about the early 2000s, 2005, 2010. It took some time before all of this came in. Back then, there was only something called as a conventional way or conventional route to becoming a commercial pilot. But over the period of time, things have changed, and these are all trends that have been followed by other countries, which has also been adopted by our own country, India. And what is this? So basically, these are nothing but cadet programs from the respective airlines that are flying in the country. So what are you going to be expecting out of the coming videos from our channel? So this video we're going to be talking a little in detail about the conventional type of program, and the next video we'll be talking about the cadet type of program, and in the third video I'm going to give you complete guide as to what you should decide depending upon what is your requirements and other factors that you're taking into consideration before choosing the route to complete your CPL. So the third video will be a complete closure to all this topic and the discussion and the debate that goes on all across social media. So stay tuned for this exciting video. First and foremost, the conventional pathway or the conventional way of completing commercial pilot license in India. So what is this conventional? The word conventional is just the normal route or something which everybody follows, right? Back in those days, there was no other way to get your commercial pilot license, but the conventional way of clearing exams, preparing for your interviews, and getting a job in the airlines. But the conventional way, everything has its pros and cons, as you always know. But what do you need to know about conventional course in CPL? So from the start, that is, you will basically start off from your 12th, get your 12th requirement, approach your flight school, whether it's India or abroad, you're going to complete the requirements. Any requirements are your medicals, exams, so on and so forth. This becomes a preliminary requirement. And when I say conventional, all of this is being done by yourself. No help, no guidance. But when you take this conventional pathway, you're also going to see that there are a lot of problems that can arise. So let's say you've completed the basic requirement of getting into a flight school or choosing a flight school and starting a flight training. Yes, whether you're doing it in India, you must be obviously clearing your papers, and there is a certain duration that you're going to take to complete your CPL. After completion of the CPL, after you complete the 200 hours of the requirement as stated by DGCA, you're going to be looking to now move into the airline sector if that is your goal, from moving from commercial pilot. So how does a pilot who's just doing his conventional move on to the airline? After you get your CPL commercial pilot license, you obviously have to start writing exams or the entrance exams for the airlines or the airline interviews. So this requirement depends upon airline to airline on the scenario and the market. Some airlines at some point of time have requirements for CPL holders with 0 hours, that is just brand new fresh CPL holders, and some have requirements of you being type rated on a particular aircraft. For those of you who do not know what type rating means, it's just basically a training on a particular type of an aircraft. Here in this case, we're talking about the big jets. Okay, so that is what some requirement also comes for the airlines. And based on the requirement, you first have to apply to the airlines, get shortlisted, and then apply for the whatever the procedure is. Sometimes they're handled by institutes like CAE for certain airlines, and different agencies handled for different airlines, and sometimes the airlines itself takes care. So once you've completed the entire process, that process sometimes takes somewhere between 2-3 months, even 6 months, or even a year, till you finally get your final call. And the interview process is a long duration. There'll be written, there'll be GDs, there'll be sim checks, there'll be your technical interview, there'll be one-on-one HR interview. That's when everything gets finalized, and once you sign a contract, that's when you're officially into the airline. That's going to be a conventional pathway. But what does this also mean? That this also means, depending upon the job requirement, you got to apply as and when it comes. That can take some time. That can also be as quick as you just graduating from your flight school. So that is one thing about conventional CPL. Like you already know in my previous videos, I've told you the cost ranges between anywhere between 25 lakhs in a government school in some government schools in India, and going all the way up to 45 lakhs. And whether you do it in India or abroad is more or less the similar way. Conventional just basically means the common route, or the normal way which everybody does by doing it all by themselves. So that is what a conventional CPL is all about. So you're looking at spending around 25 to 40 on an average in today's world till you get your CPL. So that's with regards to the conventional pathway. What you need to understand here in the conventional pathway is that there are many pilots who are also doing the same way, and it's not a pathway that is not good, or it always also has its pros and cons, which I'm going to be discussing in the following video. So make sure you stay tuned, and make sure you check out our next video to find out a little bit more about the Cadet pilot program before you take a decision as to whether you need to go to the conventional or to the Cadet, and which suits your requirement. So make sure you stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.